know?
I love Terry Taylor. I learned to eventually.
Hmm.
Um, but when he first got a job at WWE, and I don't mean the first time ever, but I mean when he came aboard after I'd been there for a while and he wasn't there, and he came on as an agent, he seemed to, for some reason, decide to pick me as a project of his or something, because I had some bad habits. I was not always easy to find. I was out in the parking lot a lot when somebody might be looking for me. I showed up late. I was not the first guy to want to talk over a match and at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Quite the opposite. And so that bothered me though. And I was, some of the boys are also afraid for the job as talent. Some of them look at the agents like the agents are above them, and some look at it the opposite way, But anyway, I, I there was. It seems like it was a WrestleMania, but it probably wasn't. It was some kind of 6 man. I don't know. There was something, and then earlier in the day, Terry Taylor was going over this idea that he had, and it was like the Dudleys, me and somebody were wrestling the Dudleys and Lance Storm, and he was like, Terry was like, is there, way, like if you were like thrown in, like shit canned in from the floor, is there a way like you could like naturally like like roll onto Lance, as I remember it being anyway. I could be wrong about that, but for as a pinfall, for the cover, and I was like, yeah, I'll just dive in and roll into the pin, and you want to see it, and I think I actually like did it, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, um, whatever, right? We had that talk. So a little while later, they're wanting to get down by the ring and go over shit again, which I, wasn't a fan of. That just wasn't my style. So I was out smoking or whatever. And then when I as I came in, everybody was coming up to me and saying, "Hey, Terry Taylor's looking for you, man." And I was like, "Oh, okay," and I'd walk down, someone else, "Hey, have you seen Terry Taylor? He was looking for you." And I was like, that motherfucker, and it seemed like I heard it like at least 4 times, maybe 5 times. Hey, Terry Taylor's looking for you. Yeah, seeing it, like, okay, got it. And I went out there, and Terry's like, hey, he goes, hey, I can't have you like, I'm not able to find you, when I need you. And I said, what do you need me for, dude? And I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. We all got, because it was international or something. I was like, we all got shuttled to the building. It's not like I drove off. What do you need me for? And he went over, and it was as if he thought that he was like, I don't know, like making animated moves for a video game. Like he was being like so dramatic. It was
Yeah.
obvious to me that he felt like he was being watched, And he came over and he was like, "Can you come over and like, and if someone's throwing you in, can you like roll in and end up covering?" And he's like doing all this, with me, and I'm just looking at him like he's got a screw loose, just looking at him, and he's like, boom, so not like this, but boom, and you end up like on top, and now boom. And I looked at him and I'm like, yeah, of course I can. We already talked about this. And he goes, oh, we did? And I said, yeah. And we already talked about it. I said, I could do it. And he goes, oh. He goes, well, then why am I telling you again? I go, I think you're trying to validate your job, if I'm not mistaken. And then, like the next day, the next TV day, I
Mhm.
told everybody that I passed, everybody, hey, if you see Terry Taylor, tell him I'm looking for him. Everybody.
That's great. So he's
Yeah.
kind of like putting on a show, like kind of like being like, "Oh,
As if he's being watched, and he's wants people to know that he's out there trying and being and doing work. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like a little extra work in that work.
oh, yep, all about politicizing or whatever." Oh,